Morning. Ooh, look at that hair. So, 400 degrees for 20 minutes. Remember that, because when I get to talking, I will forget. 400 degrees for 20 minutes. That's how long I'm going to cook this. So, in last week, I really enjoyed eating the solidness, the solid texture of steak and burgers. So I asked on the Facebook group that I'm in, Zeroing In on Health, if anybody, trying to explore this diet or this way of life, way of eating, blah, blah, blah. I asked, for those who meal prep and who eat burgers every day, what do you do? How do you do that? Because I'm not all about patting out hamburger patties. It just takes so long. So this lady had a picture, and it was a regular cookie sheet, and it said 3 pounds at 400 degrees, 25 minutes. And she says every weekend, whatever, she pats them out, and she does this, and it makes into just square burgers, which, whatever, who cares about the shape? So I have 5-pound packages of ground beef. So I also have these big things sheets that I had bought for bacon. They're really like big old like sheet cakes sizes. So I lined it with parchment paper. I've got my burger going. I could have added some bacon bits if I want to, but after that whole liver, that situation was not very bright. Doing liver for in every meal, that was just dumb. So who knows what my mood will be like, and I'm starting to get my taste and smell back just a little bit. So this is ready to go. I have a normal cookie sheet, and you can see this is probably the size of 1.5. I'll even just say that, 1.5. So anyway, so yeah, so I'm going to try that. So I'll put this in for 25 minutes. Now, I also this week bought a bunch of these. These end up being, depending on which pack you get and stuff, about $1 or less per burger. And they're 100% pure beef burgers. Let me go to ingredients. 100% pure beef. Now I looked at the back for instructions, and it says, now this is the only one for indoor oven type stuff is broil. It says set oven to broil to preheat. Place burgers on broiler pan 4 to 5 inches from heat source. Broil 15 to 16 minutes, turning halfway through. So, my thought is broil 400. That's pretty doggone close. So, okay, I really have no idea what the broiling temperature is, nor am I caring. Nor am I do I have any concerns or care about it at all. But what I am concerned about is getting as many burgers in this pan as humanly possible. And, everything shrinks as it's cooking. So, I figure if I stand it up on the side a little bit, that's all right, as long as it's not overlapping. Each package of burgers starts off as 3 pounds. Now I know that as I eat, or when they're done, I may decide I want more than that. And that's all right if it ends up being more than that. But I'm getting my beef. Oh, I think I'm going to be able to fit. There's 12 patties at 3 pounds, so that's approximately, by their measure, well, it's technically 4 per pound. So, my thought is, if I make them, and then, like I said, I don't mind adding stuff to my meals if I need more. It's not something I care about. So, there we go. So we are going to try this. So if this is 3 pounds, I figured it'd be it would take five packages normally. If I just use packages, it would take 5 of them for me to get my my 15. Well, no, because typically I make 12 meals a week. So if I take 5 packages, they'll start off as 15 pounds, and it'll give wiggle room for the last little bit, and I can probably get a full pound in each day. So by breaking off a couple little pieces of them and dividing it up. Anyway, we'll see about that in the end. But yeah, so my oven just dinged. So I'm going to turn you. I'm going to put, since those need to be on the top, I'm going to put this on the bottom. Oh, wait, I said, one lady, she said she scores them. So I'm going to take, I got a fat spatula. I'm putting them in kind of, sort of. Oh, wait, no, I said I was going to use my, hang on, hold on. Where's that jobber? Come on, come to mama. Where you at? Ow! Look. Ha. Pizza cutter. It's not just for pizzas anymore. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because what I'll be able to do in the end is just kind of pull them out, and I'll already have kind of bite-sized pieces, rather, because I eat at work, I eat with a plastic spoon, so I don't want to have to take steak and cut it up. I don't want to have to do a bunch of manipulating of my food in order to get it to be bite sizes. So I kind of have it scored. What I thought is when I pull it out with this pancake turner, it will kind of break up a little bit. But who knows? It may not. I have no idea. We'll see. I'm using this because to give a little bit of width at the places that I just did. And the pizza cutter doesn't get all the way to the edge. Doesn't go all the way to the outer edge. So it kind of widen that little slice I just made. I'm doing good with the Rona. My coughing, I guess it's been, well, as of yesterday, it's been 3 weeks since I was tested positive. And my coughing is tons less. I'm back to the good old sinus drainage that I have every fall. So, like I said, my smell and taste are coming back. So that's all good news. All right, so there we go. See, it's not deep. You know, I don't know that it goes all the way to the bottom, but we're going to put these bad boys above it and talk about minimal prep work. You saw what I did. You saw it. So I probably have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I probably have 15 of those, these, hang on. I probably have about 15 to 20 of these in my freezers. And so, you saw how quick and easy that was. I pulled it out of the freezer on Wednesday, and then left it out last night, and didn't have to do anything with the burgers in the package. So talk about quick, easy, nothing. Except now, timer. So it says, well, the bottom one's 25 minutes, and the top one, I think I said 15 to 16 minutes, doing it halfway. 15 to 16 minutes, so I'm going to set a timer for like 8 minutes. Where'd it go? Alright, so set this in for 25. Just so I can kind of have an idea. So, alright, I will come back in 7 minutes. Okay. So, I looked at the instructions for the other thing I'm making, and it says that after it's done, you let it rest for, well, no, let me take that back. It says when it's done, top it with cheese. This ain't working so well. Top it with cheese and put it under the broiler for 3 more minutes. And then they show in the picture where they cut it into squares, and then they stacked them to make like a double burger. So anyway, I'm not adding cheese to them, which that's just what for me today. If I want cheese, I'll add it at the time I eat it. Oops, skip you. These are still frozen solid, and since it's not the broiling temperature, I think the next time I do this, I'll try 10 minutes for the first one, or even longer. And it may end up being 15 and 15 for all I know. But I can't remember if I just said this or not, so too bad, sorry. You let it rest for 15 minutes. Aw, I tore the paper. Doggone. So you let it rest for 15 minutes because you want it to absorb the rendered fat. Otherwise, it said that they'll be dry. So, I kind of like, like when you make a meatloaf or something, there's always, well, shoot, I used to make those. Remember when I made those? I never let it sit. I probably could have done that. But anyway, I digress. So it says, okay, so bake for 25 minutes, then pull it out, add cheese. They just had cheese laid out across it. And then put it under the broiler for 3 more minutes, and then you're done. Then it says take it out, let it sit for 15 minutes to reabsorb the rendered fat. And it said otherwise it's dry. So then you cut it and do what you want with it. So anyway, like I said, these definitely need to be longer. And my timer says 14 minutes. So I'm gonna check. I can always hear that when I'm in the other room and have the TV, so I'm setting this one too. But anyway, so yeah, so we'll check back in 15 minutes. So, done. I'm gonna pull you up close because I want you to see how it has pulled, let me see. It has pulled away from the edges. Sorry, I'm trying to see how it's one big loaf, but it's pulled away from the edges. So all my little scores are gone, which no big deal, no problem. I can still see where I did them, but save myself the trouble next time of doing it before it cooks. And I can do it afterwards. I didn't look at the other yet. It'll be alright, I'm sure. I want to kind of take a look at this one first before I mess with that. Because what I'm looking for, the juices are clear, and I think that means that it's done inside. Oh, wait, let me go the other way. So what I'm looking for as I'm doing this, in my mind, I am looking to see if the insides are pink or what they are. Because now this needs to cool down. And hang on, let me do this. This needs to cool down now and reabsorb the juices. So, which is fine. I'll let it sit for 15 minutes, like the instructions say. But I want to make sure that that it's done. Oh yeah. Hang on, let me bring this up to you. Come here, little feller. Yep, that got done. So this was 5 pounds of ground beef. And my friend, somebody's out there. They've discovered somebody out there, and they're telling somebody off out there. So my friend tells me I'm a little too literal, but you know what? I don't care. This cookie sheet, 13 by 18, and the depth of this burger patty, just for grins, because I'm curious, it's about a half pound, or half inch. So what I'm going to do is set this over on top of the stove, and then I will bring the other one out and we'll take a look at it. Good job, puppy dog. Get back, get back, get back, get back. Okay, so 400 is definitely takes longer than 30 minutes on these, or 25 minutes, whatever. I'm gonna flip them again for whatever reason I want to, other than just I want to, but they're still bloody and everything, so they're 100% not done. So I'll do them maybe for another 5 minutes and then take a look and see how they're looking. And then when it's done, I'll tell you the total time. So that way you kind of have an idea. So back in the oven it goes. Alright, let's pull them out for 5 minutes. Oh yeah, that looks better. Even the juice looks thinner and looks better. So now the other one has to, since it's been 5 minutes, the other still has 10 minutes, and I'll give these 10 minutes. But let me tell you what I'm going to do. Here again, you can call me whatever. You can call me the ultimate lazy person. I don't care. Doesn't offend me none. I did a personality test this week. Thought it'd be something kind of fun to do. Let me tell you. It only told me what everybody else, or what I've always known. My personality type, it's people pleaser, a follower. That's fine. I knew that. I've always known that. I get that from my dad. But it says, because I'm that way, I'm like a sloth. And I'm like, well, that's kind of not very polite. But you know what? They're not trying to be polite. And the reason why it says people pleasers are like a sloth is because we don't always take the initiative to figure out what we want to do, because we're more, all right, I don't like that either. We're more interested, or we're more prone to following the crowd or the people we're around and doing what they want to do. So we don't take the initiative to figure out what we want to do. So it said we're sloths. So in sticking with that analogy of me, I'm lazy. I know this. It's not just about the people I'm around and going with their flow and not trying to work hard to figure out what I want versus what they want. It's also about my meal times being lazy and just being able to shovel food in my mouth because I'm a nurse. And if you're a nurse or a teacher, you know what it's like, and probably a whole lot of other professions out there. You guys know what it's like to have a 30-minute break and not even get that. So I just want to be able to open up my lunchbox and go to town on what I'm eating. So I'm doing this extra little time here so that when I'm at work, all I gotta do is whip out my little container, nuke it for 2 minutes, and then shovel. And then be ready for coworkers to walk in and ask questions and tell me their drama and tell me what excitement they have in their life. There we go. So that's gonna sit and absorb the juices. And then, let me think, I gotta do some math here, bear with me. So, if I'm gonna get, I want 15 pounds, or I'm starting with 15 pounds. So that was 5 over there. This is 3, 6, 7, 8. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I'm gonna do one more thing of this right here. So when these are done, I'll come back and show you, and then I'll do 2 more packages, and right, yeah, because I said it would take 5 of these, and that one over there is basically like 2, so 3 of them I would need. This is 1, so 2 more. Anyway, so yeah, so I'm gonna let it absorb, and then I'll come back. Okay, so now I'll do the usual of dividing it up, getting it ready to you take to work with me. I think I use this a lot. Boy, see how fast? So really, the time it has taken with this has been the time you would take with putting it in the thing in the first place, the cutting it up, and then putting it in the container. One more out of that. And depending on how this turns up, before it usually ended up being about 15 ounces, 14 to 15. So we'll see how these burgers turn up. It's going to be less, definitely. So that's, I think it was usually 15 with, once I added the juice back in there. So, alright, so. Alright, laziness. You already know I'm a sloth, so let's just go on and just prove it to the world. Okay. Yep. Now I'm going to have to use this pan again, but that little wrapper is just a hot mess, and I don't care now. Once it's been messed up, forget it. I'm not going to sit here and try to keep it all nice and neat. So based on this, I'm going to put one piece out of, like I said, I just do the weight so that everything's even. Alright, so that did work out. That was one package and it made 3 meals. 1, 2, 3. So I'm interested in seeing how these do, so what I found when I did the McDonald's burgers, as amazingly delicious as they are, and as hang on, let's see if ouch, and as convenient as it was. One, our McDonald's is $1.50, so right here, and that's per patty, so 50 cents per patty. So for each meal, this is $2. So this right here is $2 less than what it would be at Walmart. And you see, or at Walmart, good grief, Terry, at McDonald's. And you see, the short amount of time that one took. This is what took the longer time. And, what my thought process in this moment is, and I'll see how time goes. I just kind of see how I feel this week. I don't know. A lot of times things are trial and error. How will I feel when I eat that versus eating this, So based on that, hang on, I'm making a mess over here. There we go. I'm going to use up this, the ones that I have in my freezer. I'm going to use them all up, and I don't even know why I set that on there. I got a long way to go. I want to use them all up, and then probably buy those others, just because, boy, they're so convenient. Not that pushing this in, pushing this down in did not take any much longer than anything else. You know, I mean, it didn't take very long to do, and I'm going to end up getting, maybe 5 meals from it. We're going to find out. We are going to see. And I'll do the rest of them off camera. That way you're not having to watch me do everything. But this way you're at least seeing how I'm planning, or how I'm doing it, and how you can do it. Oh, and I wanted some of this juices in here. Okay. 2. We're going to see if we get 5 out of here. Trying different methods to see what works better. Now this isn't going to get me the juices, but okay. Wow. Wow. So getting bang for your buck. This is really interesting. Well, yeah, that's 4. So that's 4 servings that I'm going to get out of this. I'll get, okay, this was 80. This was 80-20. This other was 85. Okay, so there's a difference. So this is 85%, 85-15. This is 80-20. And I got an entire 1 serving less out of this log. And the price on that is a difference, because this is 3. Hold on, I'm going to pause you and I'm going to look it up so you can know. Okay, I feel better now with the math part out of the way and off camera. You all didn't need to see me work that hard. So per 1 pound meal, the hamburger roll, the big 5 pound thing, when I smushed it out into here and cut it up, and that was $3.75 per meal. Okay, so that's gonna be it's $3.75 per meal. For those burger patties that are already frozen, that you see me go plop 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 plop, set a timer, go away, come back, flip it, set a timer, go away and come back. That's $3.66 per meal. Per meal. So, yeah, doing that kind of math, and you know, because you want to take into consideration your time and energy that you put into it. You don't want to work hard for a meal and find out you're paying, okay, it's only 11 cents no. 66 and 75, so it's only 9 cents different, but still, it's nice to know that the less sorry, I got some grease on here, or grease, render fat, whatever you want to call it. I got some on here whenever I was fiddling with the pan. But anyway, so less time. And 9 cents, again, 9 cents, but still, 9 cents adds up to over time. So, and that's 9 cents per thing, per meal. So 9 cents times 3, and I ain't gonna do that math, but So anyway, you do what's gonna work for you in your pocketbook. But I'm just saying, that's, We saw how quick and easy it was, and I'm gonna even do it again for 3 more times. So let's just, oh, I better pause you because it's gonna take a minute to get to those burgers. They're buried deep in the deep freeze. Now, see how quick this. Now, can you imagine going to Burger King or McDonald's, whichever, you pick which one you like best, and getting yourself 4 patties for that price? No. No, 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 no. It just ain't how it works. Because I go, and it's $7 for 4 patties. So I just paid I just paid $3.60 for this right here. So I literally, in the short amount of time that I piddled around with this, and I'm going to do it again so you can see just how fast it went. You can fast forward, you can delete, you can whatever. I'm going to do a quick little demo. Man, oh man, oh man. This is, it is less work than I had to do with the crock pot. Literally less work than I had to do with the crock pot. Because the crock pot had to come in and stir. And come in and stir. And come in and stir. And so... Which, not like it was that labor intensive, let's face it. I'm not saying it was hard manual labor or anything, but I am saying it was more than that. And now all I gotta do is come back and flip them. So I'm gonna put this in. Oh, watch out, dog. Watch out, puppy dog. Watch out, puppy dog. Let's do this one. So one of these, just in case you care, one of these was, see, that one was the red one. So the one I just did just there was 80-20. And the first one I did, so I think that's going to make a difference in, I know it's going to make a difference in how much they weigh when they're done. But I'll just, not stress so much about it. And I don't even have to cut them up. I could just take them to work and pull them out and stab it with a fork and eat it. Okay, so you may get frostbite when you do it this way. That's the only drawback so far. Holy mackerel, that's cold. Man, oh man, oh man. Good night. Whee, doggies. And you may die from having to eat some paper. Oh, Nelly. Get in there, get in there. My fingers. Death by frozen fingers. Sorry if you've ever had frostbite and I'm causing you to have a little PTSD. That would suck. I'm sorry. But man, these are cold. Okay. So now, get in there. Trying to not have any hang over the edges. Alright. Setting the timer for 15 minutes. Also, if you're doing keto, if you're doing low carb, high fat, whatever you're doing, if you're serving a family and you want to make burgers for them every week, or every however often, a couple days a week, you can do what I just did and then have you some, wait a minute, I'm looking for my cleaner thing, just a second. You can do what I just did, and then that evening, make you some some veggies. Cook you up some, you know, I don't even know what people eat nowadays. Green bean casserole. Cook you up some, I don't know. You could cook up some onions and mushrooms. You could cook up some peppers and onions. You could cook up anything, whatever it is you people like. Whatever it is you're liking, you can cook that up. And your meat's already done and taken care of. If they're in burger form, then all you gotta do is reheat them, and that's all you got. So that's, again, pretty doggone labor unintensive to get you some meat in your diet. This time I'm gonna show you how it can be even faster. I'm not gonna cut up the burger. I'm gonna be not lazy at work. And you ready for this? I flipped them and I've already let it cool down for 15 minutes. So that way you didn't have to watch that process. That's just kind of silly. I mean, everybody knows how to flip a hamburger. Ready? 4 patties. And that's 12.6. I think these are the 80-20 ones. So but that's 11.2. But I don't want the 80-20s because Walmart was out of the other ones. I think I might see if I can find out when they have, like, when their big shopping day is for meats and stuff. You know what I mean? A little bit of that in there. A little bit of that in there. Now, since I pulled out the little parchment paper, you know I'm gonna have to wash this. And these are too big to fit in my dishwasher. So, yeah. What I will probably do, like I said, these are the 80-20, so that's why it reduces. That will still probably be enough for me. I honestly don't know. But let's see what this one is. Let's see what this one is. Because I could, ouch. Where did I put my little daily over here? I want to see. Let's make sure it's 0. 1, 2. I think these might be the 80-20s. Let me see. Well, I'll be darned. I don't know. I did 4 patties of the first ones. Did I do? Hell, yeah. So these are, and the only reason why I'm baffled is these are 3 ounces less than what the first set was. So, because the other was, it was like, well, no, it's 2 ounces less. I know, what's 2 ounces, Terry? Well, I don't know, but it's something. 2 ounces, that's a good 2 bites. Okay. Oh, I forgot to zero this one out. That's a different kind of container. Well, it'll be close enough. And didn't let these sit as long as I let the others sit, but whatever. I'm not gonna fret over 2 ounces when I don't know how much 2 ounces is. Like I said, that's probably 2 bites. So, I'm not going to be a little baby. Over 2 ounces. This one cooled down less than the other one. I can't remember why. But, so this one has more juices in it. I should weigh it. Now these turned out right. Huh. Well, I don't know. Don't know. Don't know which one's which. But I got them mixed up. Either way, you see how quick that is. Plop them in your thing. Put them in the oven. 15 minutes later, flip them. 15 minutes later, pull them out. 15 minutes later, put them away. And now, I have my meals for the week. And there you go. That is how fast meal prep is. This whole video took 48 minutes. I understand it's a long time, but 48 minutes, and I've now had my meals for the next week. All week long. 48 minutes. And I'll even add on 5 more minutes for washing these dishes. These 2 pans and a pancake turner. There you go. That's it. That's it. 55 minutes. 55 minutes. 1 hour that you spend 1 day a week. And then the rest of the time you just got to nuke your food. Now that's pretty doggone easy meal prep if you ask me. All right. Have a good weekend. Bye.